Well, you mentioned Rumble, so I was going to talk about the Rumble.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, just to talk about the Rumble, a probably as impressive a house as I've ever seen in my life. It was a Rumble record, but it was like 70,324 people.
Hmm.
Not that I pay attention. And it was just, man, it was a live, you know, it was a live house, and it's hard. Those are hard matches to keep the people, because it's like, dang, dang,
Yeah,
and then if somebody runs out, nobody knows who they are. It's a 2 minute fucking wet fart,
right.
or somebody they don't give a shit about.
Well, that's one way to look at it, but then it can reinvent itself every 2 minutes, unlike other
Yeah,
matches, which
you
is
know,
interesting.
I thought like um, the Motor City Machine Guns had a match,
Hmm.
and I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great psychology, great athleticism. Everybody worked their asses off, and by the time they had the best of three falls, by the time they went into that last fall, they got the people, and that was after to me working through a War and Peace women's battle royal. I thought that the women's just, I'll just be honest, I thought that there were probably 10 people that didn't need to be in the ring,
But
and
they had
probably
to do it for
probably
the
probably five for the men. That
right.
one of the guys ran down from the men's thing, and I didn't even know who it was.
How long? What was the running time on the men's?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
Steve can
I
get
don't
that
know.
because that's always the. I mean, it's always almost an hour, right? Like it's got to
Yeah, the
it's got to
women
be
was
because
I
of the
think the
timing.
women's
But
was like 121 or something like that.
let's
Like the
see.
women's was long.
There's the running time. So 110 on the ladies, 120 on the men.
Okay.
So 10 minutes longer on the men's. And it's funny when it was just, I guess it was three left. When it was Jey Uso, who the hell was it? Paul and Punk, or was Punk tossed already? Cena. Who was the third?
At
Cena.
the
Okay,
end,
right. So see at the end. I'm just going to ask you about the end. So
it was Cena and Uso were the last two. Before that, it was Punk the last one before that, or
I
was it
thought it was
Rollins?
Logan. I thought it was Logan, Cena, and it
Yeah,
was
probably
Logan,
was.
Cena, and
Yeah,
Uso. Okay,
yeah.
so when we have those three left, and they kind of look at each other and all that, I said because we talked about it on the air that week. I said, see, I knew you got to do something with Cena this year because of the, and you had said there's nowhere to go if you do
Right.
this in February or January, whenever the hell it was. So, and I'm like, no, Kev's gonna be wrong. It's not gonna be Paul. There's no, it's pointless to do that, and it's not gonna be Uso. Then Cena got tossed, and I said, okay, Kev. In matters of basketball and booking, we don't question Kevin anymore.
No, It's just that I've been around this a long time, like very close to it, and you just you just know. I didn't like, especially when John came down and took off his shirt and he didn't have a tan. I was like, there's no way that
He's gonna get the
he's
glory shot at the end of
yeah
this,
at
the
the
end of the
end. Like
show.
this is
Yeah,
not going to be his way into WrestleMania with no tan. Like he's and then afterwards at the press conference he said, uh, "I'm," and there's like, if you watched Raw this week, there was elimination matches to
hmm,
work your way into the. I mean, there was matches to work your way into the elimination chamber,
right, right,
and they were elimination matches.
right.
So Cena put himself in the elimination chamber after Royal Rumble, saying that he thought at this point of his career he had deserved that right, and he was going to get his 17th championship, and he was going to do it. He was going to like leave, on top at WrestleMania. We wanted to win the championship at WrestleMania, and he said that I want to win the 17th, my 17th title, not for myself, but for the guy that wins the 18th title, wins the title the 18th time, so
Mm-hmm.
I can shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, God, man, I mean, I got to come back and win 12? Like, this is going to be rough. I mean, I know I feel good with the stem cells, but I mean, you're going to have to like, I mean, you're going to have to Sasha Banks me and give me all the belts right off the bat. Just give me all three.
Let's put a few $100 on Philly because I saw a picture of Travis Kelsey, very pale. He's not going over.
Really?
Yeah, they're not going to book him to go over Sunday. So Jalen Hurts is much more tan than
So we're gonna go back.
Ace Ramon is asking us. By the way, Kevin, I don't think Cody listened to you when you told him not to do anything stupid. You see that spinning fisherman Owens gave him from the top onto the ladder.
Yeah, but he landed him flat, and Cody was able to pop off of that, land on his feet, and take a bump. So it was pretty.
Well controlled.
Yeah,
Very good. Who else in the house here?
not like that fucking gimmick that fucking Owen took that fucking bent him in half and put his fucking chin in his chest.
Ivan Garcia, was there a backstage reaction? Yes, I know it was a long time ago, to Samu getting his head stuck in the ropes at the 1994 Royal Rumble.
No, because he used to do that spot all the time on the road. He could just do that. That was a spot that he did.
Yeah. Those ropes, I'll tell you though, if you've ever felt the tautness of a professional wrestling ring rope, and I've seen those guys who would get tangled in the ropes all the time, right? I think Murdoch used to do the head thing a
Yeah,
lot.
but the difference between the WCW, which had
Cables.
a cable with a fucking garden hose over it, and then the WWE, which is a rope that's got tape on it. I mean, you can hit those ropes, and it's like it'll toss you back. You can't get that kind of
The bounce.
you can't get the propulsion off of
Right.
not. I think that's why they made them 18-foot rings instead of 20.
136 episodes, first time propulsion's been used, I think. Steve can confirm that, but I think I'm going to title the show.
Sometimes propulsion feels good on your taint.
Who else in the house? Josh Henny. Hey, Josh. I'm glad to be
Josh.
back for a live show. I'm glad you're back, too. Do you have a surprise entrance moment for the Royal Rumble you popped on? Cena returning early was absolutely awesome.
On this last one?
Maybe any Royal Rumble surprise entry.
2011, when that Diesel guy came through in Boston, I popped for that.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, just the fact that it was Diesel. And he stopped. He actually realized it was downhill after he put the glove on, so he took his time putting the glove on. Fucking smart guy.
Who else?